you for allowing me to come into your home. And again, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Carmen Taylor. Since I'm meeting someone else new, could you just tell me your names again?
Tasha Henderson.
Okay.
Marianne.
Okay, great. Before we continue, I just want to let you know that anything that you share with me is always kept confidential. The only time I'm obligated to share information is if you say something that would make me think that you want to harm yourself or harm someone else. At that point, I'm obligated by law to say something, okay? All right.
Okay.
All right. So, Miss Henderson, number 2, that's okay if I can say that to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed that when we were talking, you were sharing some deep concerns in regards to your relationship with your grandmother, family members outside of home, as well as your need to be able to have some time for yourself to get away. And that's been a challenge for you. Could you tell me a little bit more about that? And then Miss Henderson, I would like to hear something from you too.
Leaving the house has become more of a challenge since this arrangement began.
Mm-hmm.
As where I would just get up and go.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to carefully plan everything, and it makes me think it's not worth it to go out anymore.
Okay.
Such as I could go, for instance, pottery,
Mm-hmm.
to a pottery studio. I can't just go there and relax and do what I need do my relaxing deed, because I have to make sure I'm not there too long. Make sure I don't miss any of her calls. Make sure I get back in time, because Lord knows what can happen. Something can happen when I'm not here. Like someone could try to break in here,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or she can start to panic, and I can't get here fast enough.
Okay.
So just think it's safer and less hassle to stay here.
Okay. So it sounds like for you, you're having challenges about being able to have some personal time and some personal space and feeling comfortable enough to leave and know that your grandmother is safe. Is it okay if I take some notes just so that I can refresh my memory when I need to or to refer back to later?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Henderson, can you tell me some things about your relationship with your granddaughter? Mm-hmm.
Sometimes she's impatient.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Okay. And how do you normally handle that when you think she's being impatient?
Actually, that's all right, Josh.
Okay. 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 And as far as outside family members, you said there were some other family members that are kind of bringing stress into the home for you?
Yes, not family member as in my siblings,
Mm-hmm.
whereas my grandmother's children.
Oh, okay, that's the difference, okay.
My uncles, well, mostly my uncles.
Okay. Okay. And what would you say your relationship is with them? Has it been worse since your grandmother has been ill, or was it unstable somewhat before she became ill?
Well, there's multiple uncles, so with the oldest one,
Mm.
never got along with him.
Okay.
I will never get along with him,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't get too upset about it in front of her.
Okay. Okay.
The second oldest,
Mm-hmm.
I get along with him, but in short doses.
I see. I see.
After a while, he becomes too much too.
Okay.
And the younger one is when I constantly have to think around, because he's always trying to maneuver
Mm-hmm.
around me, and I don't appreciate someone doing that. Like, I'm not going to notice that you're doing that.
Okay. So your main frustration is not so much as your grandmother by herself. It's just the fact that you have other family members that are interfering.
Like, I'm already in here stressed out,
Okay.
and they're bringing more in. And it's not helping at all. And then when I do snap, everyone wants to look at me like I've lost my mind.
Okay.
I haven't lost it. I just put it in my pocket for a moment.
Okay. Would you be willing to have like family counseling with those uncles? Let's say if I was to set up a family, a larger family meeting, would they be willing to come in and participate in that?
Well, they will all love to be included and invited to that. Because they all love giving their opinion and not taking it.
Okay.
So, yeah, you'll get a lot of conversation there.
Okay. All right. Well, one of the things that we do, and again, if I didn't say it earlier, I am with ABC Agency. We try to help families resolve conflict that they're having. So I'm hearing a couple dynamics. What I'm understanding is that you're frustrated as the primary caregiver, and because you're not able to get out as much. And then you do have family members that are somewhat around, but they're not always there to help like you would want them to, or they're kind of interfering in a different way.
Yes,
I
like
just want to make
if
sure
I
I'm
asked them,
understanding.
if I asked them could they sit with her, they want something for sitting with her,
Okay,
staying
I
with
see.
her. Like they want her to give them money so they can go to the store, or they want her to order food, or they want cigarettes from her. It's just it's always taking.
Okay.
The youngest uncle, every now and then he'll bring her something in here.
Okay.
Like he'll say, "I got this, Mom. Do you want to eat this?" And I appreciate that because it puts a smile on her face. At the same time, I'm like, "You just bought her food. What are you trying to do?" Like,
Okay, I see.
it's always give and take. It's
Okay.
never just give because she gave birth to you. It's never that.
Okay. Ms. Henderson, do you feel comfortable with your other children coming in to sit with you and spend time with you? That will give Latasha a rest if she needs one.
Do I feel comfortable?
Yes.
I don't know my boys that well.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry to say, don't be around me now.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, as I'm listening, I am thinking of some ways that we can possibly help you. Definitely develop some type of plan of action to address the concerns that you're having as a family, because I hear a couple of things. Again, as you mentioned, a need to be able to come out and rest sometimes, and to feel safe in leaving knowing that somebody is with your grandmother and that she will be safe. There are a couple of things that I can suggest if you're interested in hearing them, and we can try to develop some type of plan of action, as I mentioned, if you're interested.
With this, what does that entail exactly?
So one of the things that I can suggest that that can help you is like respite care. Respite care is a type of service that is rendered to people who are not able to get out, and sometimes like younger children. Someone will come in and sit with your children while you leave, and you can go and take some respite time for yourself, so a time of rest and leisure. Gather yourself together, take that extra deep breath that you need to take, and then come back. So a person who is actually paid to do this, they're trained, will literally come into the home and sit with your grandmother while you step out. And part of that is you'll be able to screen that person to make sure that person is a safe person, or you're comfortable with that person. And again, that person would just come in for a couple of hours and then leave when you're ready. Okay, so that's one of the things that I can suggest. Like,
You said I could scream them. So, will I be given a certain amount of people to screen, or will they be, you know, suggested to me?
So with each agency, there are a couple agencies that I do know that I can contact, and they all have their procedures. They're different, but generally they just wouldn't send someone out to you. They will give you a chance to, you know, at least screen that person, talk to that person. In other words, interview that person first. Okay.
Well, that sounds. I'm more worried about their safety than hers when it comes to people sitting with her, because she can be kind of testy at
Okay.
times. But as long as I can screen them and make sure they have the patience to deal with it, I wouldn't mind.
I reassure you, these people are trained, and I'm sure that they're willing to come in. Okay, so thank you again for interviewing me. I mean, allowing me to interview you, excuse me. And I've taken in enough information to go back and discuss this with my supervisor. Before I leave, I would like to have you to sign the disclosure to start treatment if you're willing to do that. And again, thank you for allowing me to speak with you and your family.
Okay.